Welcome, this is HFS Finance. Just a month ago, shocking news broke out that the entire playing field responsible for the Hunter Biden investigation was shuffled at the request of the Department of Justice. This begs the question, who are they trying to protect? The whistleblower's testimony unveiled even further discrepancies, that the IRS hadn't received any details from the FBI regarding the inflow of payments to Hunter Biden from Ukraine. This alarming revelation drew attention to the FD 1023 form, the very same document seemingly held under wraps by none other than Christopher Wray from Congress. So what are the terms of this mysteriously negotiated plea deal? Unfortunately, the details remain shrouded in mystery, with no one having yet read what was agreed to. However, a glimmer of hope arises from the DOJ's press release. It promises that the investigation is far from over. It serves as a compelling reminder that the case isn't shut yet, and Hunter Biden could still be charged with treason. Interestingly, amongst all this chaos, a vital piece of the puzzle seems to be unnoticed. The fact that the FBI, actions that ironically seem bolder than the crime itself. Could this be an active cover-up? Looking deeper, I found a curious link. Meet Miles Guo, a vocal detractor of President Xi Jinping held in a New York prison, awaiting trial for fraudulent activities. His case is intriguingly weak, prompting me to question why, especially when you consider the cases of Bernie Madoff, Sam Bankman-Fried. Even as a foe of China, Guo sits in prison against these shockingly weak fraud allegations. Could this be a move to silence him? This sinister web trebles in mystery as we turn our gaze to Christopher Wray, who interestingly turns out to be Guo's ex-lawyer. Wray was a partner at King & Spalding law firm, earning an unusually high remuneration of $6. Could this potentially point towards fraudulent activities itself? According to Nicole Tsai, spokesperson for the new federal state of China, certainly this would explain his massive earnings, but at what cost? So here's what seems to have happened. Wray bids farewell to Miles Guo as a client, receives handsome payments from a company linked to CCP. Are your alarm bells ringing too, or is it just me? Fellow viewers, I believe it's time to question the true motives of our law enforcement. Are they really here to uphold justice, or are they becoming pawns in larger games of treason? But remember, all of this is still speculative. Many of these allegations need to be verified. Some of them are bias-influenced, much like the claims that the virus originated from a lab leak in Wuhan. So, while we keep one eye on the information, let's keep the other on the sources. But let's take a step back and look at the broader picture. In the world of finance and politics, connections and influence are as valuable as currency. The complexities of these situations often transcend simple narratives of right and wrong. It's vital to consider the intricate web of relationships, power dynamics, and the potential for conflicts of interest that may exist. Let's also talk about the role of media in shaping our understanding of such complex issues. In a time when information can be both a weapon and a tool, the way stories are reported can significantly influence public opinion. The Hunter Biden case, like many others, is subject to various interpretations and angles, depending on who is reporting it. This raises questions about media bias and the responsibility of journalists in reporting facts without undue influence from political or financial interests. Furthermore, it's important to discuss the implications of such investigations on international relations. The relationship between the United States and China is already a complex and delicate one. Incidents like these can have ripple effects, influencing diplomatic ties, trade negotiations, and even global economic stability. As we delve deeper, we also need to consider the role of cybersecurity and data protection in such high-profile cases. The digital era has brought about new challenges in terms of information security, privacy, and the prevention of data manipulation. How secure are our digital footprints, especially for those in the limelight? And what about the role of the public in all this? In a democracy, public opinion matters. But are we, as a public, well-informed enough to make sense of these complex narratives? Are we taking the time to critically analyze the information presented to us? Or are we quick to jump to conclusions based on our biases? This story, like many others, serves as a reminder of the complexity and interconnectedness of our modern world. It's a world where finance, politics, international relations, media, and public opinion are all entwined. As we continue to follow this story, let's strive to stay informed, ask tough questions, and look beyond the surface. It's only through critical thinking and open dialogue that we can hope to understand the true nature of these events. Thank you for tuning into HFS Finance, Your engagement and insights are what make this channel a hub for intelligent discussion and analysis. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you see this situation as a straightforward case, or is there more than meets the eye? And remember, for more in-depth analysis on finance, politics, and beyond, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.